Hi, and welcome to Open Door Yoga. My name is Michelle, and thanks for joining me today. Today's practice is going to focus on bringing a little bit of mobility to our shoulders and to our spine. This is a chair yoga practice, so the only prop you need today is that chair. And when choosing one, as always, make sure that your chair is stable. So either choose one that has 4 legs that can ground down evenly into the earth, or if your chair happens to have wheels, make sure those brakes are locked. So take a minute, get set up, then let's get started. We're going to get started by focusing on our breath, but before we do that, let's get stable. I'd like you, if you're able, to scoot forward away from your backrest so that you can ground both of your feet down firmly into the ground. Feel your weight balanced between your left and right foot, your left and right sitting bone. And then as we work our way up our body, stack those shoulders over your hips and ears over your shoulders. Many of us, especially as we age, start to get a gentle rounding up into that upper back body. So it may feel like a little bit of a stretch just to get those ears stacked over your shoulders. So take your time. Allow those shoulders to begin to fall heavy down away from your ears, maybe releasing any tension that you're storing up there. Now let's get to the breath. I'm going to invite you, if you're able, to bring your hands gently to rest on your belly. Begin to feel the physical sensation of that expansion happening all the way down into your abdominals. So if you're not feeling any expansion, it might be that you're breathing up into your chest. And a lot of times we can do that, especially if we're experiencing a lot of stress or if it's just a habit that we've developed. I invite you to send your breath further. Begin to feel your navel pressing away from your spine on your inhales, and then drawing back in towards your spine on your exhales. Just take a couple more breaths to really feel that fullness in your body. From here, we're going to bring our left hand just to our lower ribs. And I invite you to breathe first into your belly, then into your ribs. Exhale first from your belly, and then up to your ribs. Practice a few times here. Sometimes it helps to close down your gaze or maybe just lower it to the earth. Once you're feeling that breath pattern settle in, shift your right hand up towards your chest. It can be on your sternum, could be a little bit lower, a little closer to your heart. And now inhale belly, then ribs, then chest. Exhale belly, then ribs, then chest. This is 3-part yogic breathing. Take your time here and practice. We're so used to practicing the asanas or the physical postures of yoga. Take a little bit of time for the pranayama or the breath work. Let's take one more full inhale from the belly, up to the ribs, up to the chest. And exhale completely from the belly, through the ribs, through the chest. And then release your arms down to a comfortable spot in your legs. Inhale, sweep your arms up and overhead. They don't have to go far, whatever is comfortable in your body. And then exhale, gently let them float down, lower back to your sides. Flow here with your breath. Inhales rising. Maybe feeling a little bit more range of motion each time. Maybe, maybe not. As you flow, notice if your shoulders start to creep up towards your ears. And if that's the case, no worries. Just sink them back down. You can almost imagine sliding those shoulder blades down towards your hips. That helps me anyways. If it feels good, you can involve your neck. Maybe lifting your nose up towards the sky on your inhales. And then tucking your chin in towards your chest on your exhales. If that doesn't feel good, just keep a nice neutral neck. Ears stacked over those shoulders. One more full breath in. And this time, exhale, forward fold. Your forward fold does not have to be far. Maybe your fingertips touch the earth, or maybe you bring your hands to rest on your thighs. Hinging at the hips. Inhale, press into your shins or thighs to find a flat back. Reach the crown of your head away from your sitting bones. Nice half lift, long spine. Pause here. If it feels good, maybe bring a little work to that upper back body by bringing your arms out to a cactus. One more full breath in, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, press into the soles of your feet as you rise back up. Arms come back overhead. Exhale, palms to touch. Bring those hands down through heart center. Pause here in the middle. And on your next breath in, let's flow. So inhale, bring those arms up and overhead. Maybe the gaze sends upward. Exhale, hinge at your hips, forward fold. Inhale, rise to half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, ground into your feet, rise tall. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's go one more time. Inhale, sweep those arms up, reach your fingertips up towards the sky. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise to half lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Bring those arms back overhead one last time. Exhale, release. Hands to heart center. And then you can release your hands comfortably down towards your thighs. From here, let's get a little bit more into the shoulders and even down into our arms or upper extremities. So inhale, sweep those arms up and overhead. Pause at the top and then bend into that right elbow, allowing your palm to come to the base of your neck, maybe your upper back. Bring your left hand towards your right elbow. We're coming into a little bit of a tricep stretch. So we're stretching the back of our right upper arm. If you're noticing that your upper back's really starting to collapse here, invite your shoulders to stack back over those hips if it's available in your body. You may feel a little bit of engagement in your core. That's good. One more full breath in. Exhale, release everything down. Inhale, arms come back overhead. Pause, and then exhale, take it to the other side. Bend into that left elbow. Palm and fingertips are almost reaching down your back as far as they can go. Reconnect with your breath if you've lost it. One more full breath in. And exhale, release everything down. Now we're going to take one side at a time. So inhale, sweep your right arm up and overhead. Pause, reach those fingertips up. Then exhale, slide that shoulder back down into the shoulder socket. Full breath in all the way down into your belly. And then exhale, rotate your palm to face that right side wall and lower your arm about halfway to shoulder height. Press your palm towards the right side wall. Maybe stay here. Maybe send your gaze down and to the left. One more full breath in. Exhale, release the tension in your wrist. Sweep that arm in front of you. And you can either hook it with your left palm or maybe even in your left elbow. Just gonna bring a stretch to the back of our arm or upper chest, or upper back, rather. Keep breathing. One more full breath in. Exhale, release. Let's take it to the left. Inhale, sweep that left arm up and overhead. Again, first, reach those fingertips skyward. Then exhale, plug your shoulder down. Inhale, breathe into both side bodies fully, completely. Exhale, flip that palm, send your arm down to shoulder height. Press away from your body. Then if you'd like, you could send your gaze down and to the right. One more breath in. Exhale, release that tension in your wrist, that flexion. Sweep your arm in front of you. Find whatever hooking location feels best with your right arm. And just keep breathing. One more full inhale. Exhale, release. Let's recenter our spine, our shoulders, with some nice big shoulder rolls back. They can start small if you're feeling a little sore or a little stiff. And then maybe your circles get bigger and bigger still. I find if I'm holding tension in my neck, it feels really good to almost squeeze my shoulders up towards my ears at the top and then really intentionally draw them down my back body. So make this your own. Pause in places that feel good and move in a way that feels right in your body. From here, we're going to make our way to some gentle cat-cows. So what I'll have you do is bring your hands towards your knees. Gently pull just enough to send your heart space forward. Gaze lifts slightly. This is our seated Vipalasana or cow pose. Pause here to really feel the opening of your chest, the stretch of your collarbone. And then exhale, begin to round into your spine. You can extend your arms and allow this tension on your knees to allow you to even round more deeply in the upper back body. Gaze lowers. This is our seated Marjarayasana or cat pose where our shoulder blades are pulling away from each other. Now let's flow. Inhales will take you into your seated cat, seated cow, and exhales into your seated cat. Move slowly, move at the pace of your breath. And if that means that you're moving at a different pace than me, that's just fine. I invite you to even look away from the screen. I'll tell you when it's time to change. Take one more cycle wherever you are. So one more time through your seated cow. One more time through your seated cat. And then make your way back to center. From here, we're going to cross our right leg over our left. So you can use your right hand and left hand to kind of help you here if you'd like. Now you can keep your feet just like this, where the right foot's just kind of dangling down. Or if you'd like to take full eagle, you could also wrap that foot around kind of like your ankle, around the back of your calf down towards your ankle. If you're doing that, just make sure you're grounded down through both sitting bones. Maybe bring your hands to your hips to feel both of those hip points shining forwards like headlights on a car. From here, let's add the arms. Extend your arms out in front of you. Cross your left arm under your right. So this is the way I was taught. However, I know a lot of people like to do eagle with their right arm under. Find what feels good to you. Palms will be facing you, and to start, bring your hands to your shoulders. Find a gentle lift in your elbows. Maybe this is where you stay. This is the eagle that feels best in your body. If you're looking for something different, a variation, maybe wrap that left arm around or right. One more time, bringing those hands to touch, and then from here, finding that lift in your elbows. If you're taking the second variation, really press those palms in towards each other. That'll bring a little bit more sensation in those upper shoulders. Come back to your breath. Full breath in. Exhale if it's available. Round through your spine, drawing your elbows down towards your knees. You can tuck your chin towards your chest. Inhale, rise. Exhale, round. Inhale, rise. One more time. Exhale, round. Inhale, rise. Exhale, release those arms down by your side. Keep this crossed position of your legs. You can uncross that ankle though if you're in the full eagle legs. From here, sweep your arms up and overhead. Exhale, bring your arms down to shoulder height, palms facing forward. Full breath in. Exhale, from your core, twist to the right. So a lot of times when our arms are down, and you can lower them if that feels better in your shoulders, we tend to pull with our arms instead of allowing the twist to come safely from the strength of our core. So I invite you to practice with me today. Inhale, reach the crown of your head up towards the sky. Find as much length through your spine as possible. And then exhale, maybe twist a little bit deeper. One more full breath in. Exhale, release those arms. And inhale, unwind from your twist. Uncross that leg. Take a moment in the center just to feel the echo of both of those postures. Then when you're ready, we're going to take it all to the other side. So cross that left leg over the right. Again, for eagle, you can stay just like this, or you can try to wrap that left foot around the back of your calf, upper ankle area. From here, check in with those hips. Check in with those shoulders stacked over those hips. Then extend your arms out, crossing the opposite arm over. So if you cross the left one under like I did last time, now take it to the right side. But if you chose the opposite, just take the position that feels best to you. Either bring those hands to your shoulders or take that second twist variation of eagle arms. Either way, finding a little lift into those elbows. Check in and make sure your shoulders are square, that we're not starting to turn to one side or the other. Full breath in. Exhale, round through your spine, draw those elbows down towards your knees. Inhale, rise. Exhale, round. Inhale, rise. Last time, exhale, round. Inhale, rise all the way back up. Then exhale, release. Uncross the super duper twist if you've taken it from your legs, but keep your left leg crossed on top of the right. Take a moment and then inhale, sweep your arms up and overhead. Exhale, bring those hands down to shoulder height. Again, palms facing forward. Take a minute to open up through your chest. Feel that expansion through your upper body. And then exhale, twist to the left. Again, if it's not comfortable in your shoulders, you can bring your hands down. Maybe your right hand to your left knee, left hand to the base of your chair. I just invite you to twist from your core. Keep your spine safe. Bring tension back out of your arms and shoulders. Shoulders sliding down towards the hips. 2 more full breath cycles in this twist. Again, inhale, create length between the vertebrae of your spine by reaching the crown of your head up towards the sky. And then exhale, use that space to twist more fully to the left. Again, not using my arms, just using the strength of our core. If your arms are extended, on your next exhale, release your arms. And inhale, unwind, uncross those legs. We're going to end this practice where we started by coming back to our breath. So I invite you to bring your hands either to your belly, or if you're feeling good about the three-part yogic breathing, you could bring one hand to your ribs, one hand to your chest, or any variation. On the start of your next inhale, send your breath first to your belly, then to your ribs, then to your chest. Exhale the same way, exhaling first out of your belly, then out of your ribs, and then out of your chest. Breathe at the pace that's most comfortable for you. Filling up our chest and respiratory cavity from the bottom up, and exhaling from the bottom up. Take 3 more breath cycles just like that. Maybe bring your awareness back to your weight distribution. Are you balanced between both feet, between both sitting bones? Bring awareness back to your posture. Are your shoulders stacked over your hips, ears over those shoulders? Are your shoulders tense, or are they sinking down away from your ears? From here, I invite you to take any last-minute postures that feel good in your body. Maybe you stay with your breath for a few more moments, and then make your way to the Shavasana of your choice. Thank you so much for sharing this practice with me today. Namaste.